Welcome to A Single Parent's Guide. I am Ingrid M. Williams, and thank you so much for joining us on our weekly Wednesday videos. I'm so excited to just broadcast with you guys every Wednesday, so thank you so much for just viewing and liking and sharing with your friends. So I'm going to dive into today's topic because this is always a hot one in my inbox. Dating and the single parent. That is the question. When should I start dating? When should I introduce people to my children? What should I look for? I'm scared to date. And so I figured I'd do a video so that I can address everybody at one time. And I have 3 points to this video. And I feel like they're 3 important points. First of all, I'm still single. So the mastery of dating and the single parent is something that I think is a ever evolving process, especially if you have other aspirations career-wise, with the children, whatever. But here are my 3 points that I have for dating. And the first one is know yourself. And that took me a long time because I really kind of ruined a couple of great dates because I didn't know who I was. I'm like, now I'm kind of like, come back, but it's too late. You can't call people back. But it's kind of like, know yourself. Know who you are, what qualities that you have that are great, what quality, like your strengths and your weaknesses, your personality, and be able to articulate those to the person that you're dating. It's really important because it allows you to be able to vet if other people are worth your time and are worth the time of your children. So know yourself, and by knowing yourself and setting like some standards for who you're going to date as they relate to who you are, you'll be able to weed out people quickly. And the great thing is that you've been through a breakup or loss of a spouse or something, so you kind of know what you need and what you don't need, but you have to do that self-work first. So if you need to go back to the videos of finding your happy, look for them in the archives, and doing that journey, finding yourself and your happy, will allow you to be able to clearly articulate where you need to start as far as like dating and how you just weed people out of who you're going to date regardless. So that's one. The sub point to that is don't commit too fast. So when I say that, like everybody that you meet, you may not marry. So like I think sometimes we get maybe a little lonely or like we seek like attention from the opposite sex. Or in the dating pool that we just grab onto people, like the next person that says like you want to go for a burger, we're just like thinking that we're going to marry them, and that has to stop too. You kind of have to like do the business of vetting people out, and that comes back to knowing yourself. So stop jumping in so fast. Like it's okay to gradually test the waters, and going out with maybe try to talk to a couple of different people, but once you decide one you want to commit to, then commit to that person. But if you're just in the dating and getting to know, maybe you can get to know a couple of different people at the same time and not be so starved for the attention of one person so quickly. 2 is, when do I introduce the children? And that one's always a tricky one because relationships progress differently. So I can't really tell you when that is, but I will give you some criteria of your first date is not the date to introduce to the children because it's too soon. I really think that you should go gradually get to know people and know them fairly, spend a length of time, because the more you're around someone, the more relaxed they are and kind of the more of their true self you're able to see. And after you get over that honeymoon stage of the newness of that person wearing off and you get to kind of see who they really are, it might be a great time to see if you should introduce children or not. Because everybody's great in the beginning and everybody's wonderful until maybe you have your first fight or the cuteness of their smile, wears off. So you should really know exactly who it is that you're bringing to the children as I guess, as well as you can, because you never really know anybody 100%, but it can't be the first date, can't be the second date, because you don't really know them yourself. So when you feel like you've had some conversations and you liking the answers that you're getting in conversation, and you leave their presence feeling like you're respected and that they respect the fact that you're a single parent and that you're respecting them, maybe that's the time you can start start having conversations of when to introduce the children. And maybe do it in a more interactive way, like take the kids out, something. Protect your home a little bit. So many people are like rushing to have people come to their home and meet their kid and all those things, but the home is a sacred space. So I say guard that a little bit. Be a little bit more selective of who you bring there, because it's like your oasis, and you want to be able to make sure that the people that that know where you live when you're dating are people that you really want to know where you live, and not people that you're just gonna cut off easily because you don't really know them. So that's 2. And number 3 is kind of have fun. Dating should be fun. And I think that you should seek to find some joy in the dating process. And it is hard, and it can be interesting and challenging as we come up against like new personalities and all those things, but have fun with it. So I think dating is something that doesn't have a complete science to it. But I think it is definitely something that's necessary to kind of go through the process of knowing yourself, finding enough time of when to introduce somebody that you're dating to your children. And the last thing is respect the opinions of your child, because kids have kind of like a sixth sense. Like they have like this innocence that allows them to kind of cut through and vet through and see through people and the BS that they bring. And I'm not saying that, when your kid is upset that you're just dating, period, and doesn't want you to have a life. But I will say, if they feel like there's something that makes them uncomfortable once they meet with the person, then look into that and delve into that and make sure that your kids are comfortable with who you're dating, especially if it's somebody that you feel is going to be there, long term. Like, they have to be comfortable, with that person, and kind of investigate and be aware if they're telling you that this is somebody that they're not just, that makes them uncomfortable. So that's it. So know yourself, know the person very well before you bring them around your children, and pay attention to the children and what the feedback that they're giving you. So those are a couple of jewels that I have for dating. There's probably a way bigger list. If you have some more jewels that you'd like to share with our audience, leave them in the comments. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. If you are looking to ask us more questions, you can always find us at info@asingleparentsguide.com. That's info@asingleparentsguide.com. Thank you for watching, and good luck in your dating journey. Have a great day.